in. All right. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Hannibal-LaGrange institutional presentation. So I'm going to start with a few housekeeping announcements for you all. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening this fall virtual recruiting season. So be sure to check out the full schedule at MOACAC.org. That is MOACAC.org. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website, MOACAC.org. Now I'm going to turn it over to our presenters, and they are going to.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We're really excited to talk with you guys today and to share a little bit about Hannibal-LaGrange University. My name is Daniel, and I'm a admissions counselor here. And then also, I want my colleague Rachel to introduce herself.
Hi, my name's Rachel. I'm also an admissions counselor here at Hannibal-LaGrange University. I'm going to be in the background today answering some of your questions. So as you're asking them, you know that I'm going to be the person answering.
Awesome. Thanks, Rachel. And so we're going to jump right into it. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Cool. And we just want to, in a fun way, start out. Me and my admissions team really like this analogy when we're talking to high school students about their college journey and looking for a college. And some of our students just made a fun video about that. So I'm going to share that with you, and then we're going to dive in. And I apologize. I need to share my screen with sound so you guys can hear that. Cool.
The search for the right college can be super overwhelming.
There are so many great schools out there. How could I possibly choose which one to go to?
I found that searching for the right college is like shopping for the right clothes.
There's a lot of great clothes out there.
But not all of them are a great fit for me.
I guess the trick is to find clothes that fit me really well.
Maybe it's the same way in my college search.
There are so many great choices.
But I just need to find out which one would be a great fit for me.
Find your right fit.
Find your right fit.
Find your right fit.
Awesome. So that's just a fun little video that we like to show people. Just to explain this analogy, that searching for college is really similar to shopping for clothes. And what I mean by that is something that fits my friend really well and looks really good on them might be a terrible fit for me. It might not be the right size at all. It might just look awful. And it's the same way with colleges. There are a lot of fantastic colleges out there. But what might be a great fit for someone else might be a terrible fit for you. And so there are processes to how to navigate this. And we share this as admissions counselors with people. And a lot of that has to do with visiting different schools and visiting different types of schools. So visit a really big school, visit a really small school, visit a private school, visit a public school, and keep a list of what you really like and what you really don't like about each school. And that helps you narrow down and get a picture for what do you like about a school and what would fit you really well. Also, choose some majors that you're interested in. So maybe you're really interested in biology. Check out which schools have good biology programs, and that can help you narrow down what schools would be a good fit for you as well. And then also think about opportunities that different schools offer. So maybe you really want to be involved in athletics and play a sport, or maybe you really want to do theater, or maybe you really want to play in a band or sing in a choir or something like that. Check which schools will offer you those opportunities that you want out of your college experience. And so what I really want to talk today to you guys about is Hannibal-LaGrange University. Could that be a good fit for you? And first, I just want to give kind of a general overview of who we are, and then we'll dive into a little bit more specifics. But this is an aerial shot, just kind of our campus. We are a private Christian institution, university, and I'll explain more about that in a little bit, but that's really at the heart of who we are. We're also located in a smaller town in northeast Missouri on the Mississippi River. This gives us makes our town, we have a very awesome historic downtown, and that means there's a lot of really cool shops. There's an ice cream parlor, there's a river walk, and that's really cool to have our students be able to have access to that. But we also, we are a small town, but we are bigger for Northeast Missouri, so we have a lot of the major restaurant chains, fast food restaurants, grocery stores and stuff like that as well. So we're not out in the middle of nowhere either. So there's that nice balance to our campus. We also have 44 different majors and concentrations that you can choose from. So there's a lot of opportunities to study what you want to study. And so that's a really just kind of like broad aerial picture of what who our campus is. And I want to share with you guys just a fun little video of one of our students. His name's Seth, and his story and what his experience at Hannibal-LaGrange University has been.
Hi, I'm Seth. As I began to look at colleges, two really caught my eye: Hannibal-LaGrange University and Truman State University. Truman offered to let me continue playing football, and for a while that's what I really wanted to do. But as soon as I stepped a foot on HLGU's campus for a visit, I instantly knew that this place was my home. When I arrived at HLGU as a student, I found there were plenty of opportunities at this small school. I was able to join the track team and continue playing sports. I also had the opportunity to travel to Israel with a group of students to walk where Jesus walked. And I was able to become a campus leader and lead a Bible study for other students on campus. Later, as I became more involved, I was able to become an RA and oversee my resident hall in my dorm. This community became my family, and we did everything together, from playing frisbee in the hall to pulling pranks on one another. I also found that intramurals were a great way to connect with others on campus. Whether playing flag football, ultimate frisbee, or even a pickup game of basketball, there were always great activities to be involved in and ways to connect with others on campus. A super important part of my education has to do with the way my professors teach my classes. I have a vision of being a businessman one day, and my professors at HLGU not only teach me the skills to be successful in business, but also the skills to make an eternal impact in the world through what I'm learning. This is me, and this is my HLGU story. What will yours be?
I did not mean to do that. Awesome. So that's it. One of our students, his name's Seth, and that's his story of his experience at Hannibal-LaGrange University. And what I really want to share with you guys today is just these 4 core values kind of that describes who we are and what drives what we do. And the first of that, as I mentioned earlier, is that we are a Christian university. We love Jesus, and this is really at the heart of who we are. And you're going to see that on campus, whether that's in the dorm rooms or in the classroom. All of our professors are going to be teaching from a Christian worldview, whether they're teaching you math or science or business or computer science. It's going to be done from this worldview that, hey, God exists and he's created us for his purpose. And he's created all these things in this world for us to study. And you're going to be learning from that worldview. And when you're in the dorm, whether it's dealing with student life or your RA, everything we do, we really want Jesus to be at the heart of it. We also are a smaller campus, and this really comes through in this small family atmosphere that's on campus. What this means is that a lot of our students, by the time they graduate, they know most of the other students on campus. It means that our professors, if you're in a class, they're really going to know who you are and they're going to invest in your life. When I was a student here, my professors really became my mentors. And that looked like they invited us to their house for dinner. We served together in church. And it created this really cool campus community of just family. What being a smaller campus also means is that there's a lot of opportunities. Like we were talking about earlier, whether you're want to be involved in athletics or theater or the arts or band or choir or anything else on campus, there's a lot of opportunities for students to get involved. This third point is our motto, and I just want to hit on that really quick of what that means, and it's knowledge for service. And what that means is that we are committed to getting every single student a fantastic education. We understand that you're really investing in a university, and we want to make sure that we equip you with the knowledge and skills to thrive later in life. But we also recognize that, hey, God's created us with a purpose. And so we want to teach, whatever we teach, we want to teach students, how do you apply that to serve God and to serve others? And so that's also really at the core foundation of who we are. This last point, we have a global mindset. And what that practically looks like on campus is we encourage every single student before they graduate to go overseas in some way or and experience different cultures. We want to create a lot of affordable opportunities for our students to do that. And we also have a fairly diverse campus for a smaller school. We have, I think this year we have 28 different countries represented in our students on campus. So that's also really important to us. This next slide, we just want to be upfront. Hey, this is our cost, and this is also what we want to help you out with. And so our cost is $32,000 annually, around that each year. And for a private institution, that is a little bit on the lower end. But we also recognize, hey, you're coming out of high school and you're learning so that you can thrive later in life. That is an investment, but we also don't want you to graduate from college and be massively in debt or be paying these things for the rest of your life. And so we as a college are going to help you as much as humanly possible to take care of that bill. So what we give you, every single student that comes here is going to get an academic scholarship. And that's based on a GPA and then a standardized test score. And that ranges, our lowest is $6,000 and that ranges up to $13,000. And then we offer every single student 2 additional scholarships, and that's really focused on you. So whether you're involved in athletics or some type of fine arts, whether you want to just do theater on the side, there's large scholarships available to you guys to help you pay for college as well. And so we really want to be upfront with that because that's an important conversation to be having now as you're thinking about college. And so if you're listening to all this and you're like, Daniel, that sounds like that might be a good fit for me, I really encourage you guys, come check out the HLGU family. Whether that means visiting our campus, sitting in on a class, sitting with students, or applying and then talking to myself or Rachel or one of our other admissions counselors. We encourage you to reach out to us if you think this might be a good fit for you. And then Rachel has been answering your questions throughout this whole presentation. But if you have any more questions, feel free to check us out on our website, hlg.edu, or feel free to contact me. I would absolutely love to get in touch with you guys. So that's it for us. We want to keep it short and sweet, give you guys a good snapshot of who we are and if we would be a good fit for you. So thank you so much for joining us tonight, and I'm going to let Alec take it away again.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link really quickly to a 4-question survey. We'd really appreciate it if you guys would fill it out and give us some feedback. Again, this is just one of the many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions at MOACAC.org. In about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all the other recordings, again, at MOACAC.org. Thank you guys and have a great evening.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.